Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. So as you all may know already, BTS just announced their comeback date and stated that their tour information will be coming out January 14th. So if you are here because your heart is already racing, just thinking about the stress of the whole ticketing experience, welcome. You're in the right place, and I feel the exact same way. So when it comes to ticketing, I'm always the designated ticketing friend, so everyone relies on me to get their tickets for them, which is fine. I like doing it even though it's so stressful. But I have dealt with the stress, so I promise you guys, you will all be fine. Just breathe, okay? It's stressful, but it's fun. I have gotten so many DMs over the past few weeks of just people asking me all my tips and tricks and just so many questions about ticketing and all the requirements you need, and they just want to prepare because they know it's coming. And now that it's announced, I thought there's no better perfect time than to do this now. If you've ever wondered how people get their really good seats, like the front row, the VIP, or just really close up in the 100 section's also really good, this is the right video for you, and I've got you covered. And even if you're not aiming for barricade, these will still help you just get a ticket because they sell out within a few minutes. So with that all being said, let's get right into it. Also, quick disclaimer, because I don't want anyone coming back and being like, oh, I did all these tips and didn't get any tickets. Listen, everything, especially on Ticketmaster, is truly luck based, okay? But there are things you can do to have a better experience and help you improve your chances of getting good seats or tickets at all. But nothing is 100% guaranteed. I would know. If you watched my Hope on the Stage video, which I'll link right up here, it did not go well. I didn't get any tickets, and I did all my tricks. It just happens sometimes, right? And it sucks, but there's other ways to get tickets after this, even though they're not the safest sometimes. I've been scammed. But you can do SeatGeek, I trust them sometimes. It's just, there's other ways. You will get there, I promise, okay? Just cross your fingers and manifest. Manifest good things. So I asked you all to leave comments or questions under my TikTok, Instagram, YouTube page, and you guys gave me some, so I have my phone right here with all of the questions. Let's get right into them. Okay, so the first one is it recommended to have extra Ticketmaster accounts on different devices to have a better position in the queue? So this is actually something that baby army me, back in 2019, I messed up. It's easy to mess it up, it's easy to forget, because you're like, oh, I want all these devices, but no, you cannot have the same account in multiple queues. If Ticketmaster detects that one account is trying to get into multiple different queues, or if that one account is trying to get into the same queue on multiple devices, it will kick it out. You will get kicked out of line, and then you'll have to redo everything and get back into the back of the line, which is not what you want for the best seats. You just don't. One thing that I do is I always have 2 email accounts with separate Ticketmaster accounts. So I have my iCloud and I have my Gmail account. So I have 2 accounts for those. So I'll have 2 devices. And then I always use my mom's account as well. And then this time, I will actually have my friend doing it with me. So we'll have her device. So I have lots of devices, but I just recommend always having at least 2 devices so you maximize your chances to get in quicker. So if you have a mom, dad, friend, anybody, boyfriend, anyone that has a Ticketmaster account and can give you their login, and then you can log in on a different device and have more chances. So the next question is, if you are trying for the US dates, do you only need the US membership or do you need the global? So actually, you do need the USA membership now, but back in the day you did not. It was only global. That's only for the international outside of the US states. So they changed that with Hope on the Stage. I always just bought the global membership, never really bought the US, just because everything is quicker with global, like shipping for merch or anything. But when I heard that they changed it for Hope on the Stage, I had to get the USA one, and I am pretty sure they will do the exact same thing this year. So yes, buy the USA membership if you are buying tickets only for the USA. If you are planning to buy tickets outside of the USA, get the global as well. You will need both if you're trying for both. And then the next question is actually kind of similar, but it's just saying, if I do buy the global membership, can I go to a USA concert? So, as I just said in the last question, in order to go to the US concerts, you will need the USA. If you have only the global, you will not be able to get for the USA tickets. You will only be able to do international. So make sure you have the USA if you are trying for USA. The next question is, how many tickets can you get? Global membership, can you only get 2? So I'm not entirely sure if it's the same internationally and within the states, but I do know for the states you can get up to 4 tickets. But I think it's the same all around the world, but do not quote me on that. But if you are buying for USA, I know you can buy up to 4 tickets. The next question is a very broad question, which will be the rest of the video. It's just asking for all my tips and tricks for VIP tickets. So let's get started on all of my tips. We're just gonna go down the list of what I do when I ticket, and I'm just gonna explain all of them in detail. So now, unfortunately, this is the part where, yes, I have tips that will help raise your chances, but this is also the part where it's purely luck, unfortunately. Yes, I can help, but at the end of the day, you will never be able to like pick your spot in line, and there's not a trick to put yourself in a better position for line. It's just luck. It's just luck. But like I said, there's things that can help improve your chances of getting a better spot in the queue. The first thing that I recommend doing is research. So it is very important to know all the information prior to ticketing day. So for example, sometimes, most of the time, ticketing for different states can happen on different websites. Majority of them are on Ticketmaster, but I do know some places, like I think for Hypen, when I went there, I had to do it on AXS for Chicago. So some places are on Ticketmaster, some are on AXS, and some are on Live Nation. Also, they can be on other like official websites. So just do your research at where you're trying to buy for and where they're selling their tickets at. Another piece of research that I think you should do is definitely look at the time zones. Now obviously you will know what time zone you're in your own state. If like you live in LA and you're ticketing for LA, obviously you would know, you don't have to do research. But for me, I am ticketing for Chicago and LA and maybe New York. I don't know. But all 3 of those are different time zones. So I need to always make sure I know that like Chicago's is at 3, but then LA's is like being sold at 12. So if you don't know that and you just think that they're all getting released at the same time, they're not, and you will miss ticketing. Just do your research on that. Okay, so the last bit of research that I want you guys to do is know the packages that they have and that they're selling. When you go in and you get in to buy your tickets, there will be VIP packages and there will be standard seats. I'm sure most of you guys know this, but just in case you guys don't and this is your first ticketing, standard seats, which have no benefits whatsoever, will be blue little circles and they'll be everywhere. Now the VIP will be like an orangey, yellowy circle with a star in it. Those are your VIPs. Now if there's 2 VIPs like there was for TXT and Hypen, make sure you know which one is which. Like there'll be like the platinum and the premium. I don't know, but just know which package is which and which one you want. And because like not all floor seats are VIP, so just know the colors and which packages. Just make sure you know everything. The next tip I have is to go in with a game plan. Now, some people just go in there and pick whatever they can because it's like the stress of it. But like game plans really do help. If you know exactly where you want to go, once you get into the seating chart, you can easily just zoom in and click it really quickly. Now, if you don't know where you want to go and you're just looking around, tickets will be selling as you're doing that. So it's very important to have a game plan. Know the seats that you want to get, know your budget, because obviously they don't give you the prices of the tickets prior, which is very sad. They should, but they don't. So know your budget and have like multiple plan Bs, B, C, D, all of them, because it's very likely that you will have your plan A, you will go zoom into it and it will not be there, or you click on it, go to checkout, but then it says your tickets are already taken. So say that happens, you're going to need to know, okay, where do I need to go to now? And where do I want to buy since that plan A is taken? So always have multiple plans. So the next tip is make sure you are at a place where your Wi-Fi is phenomenal. Now obviously you're never gonna have perfect Wi-Fi unless like you pay like a bunch of money for something. I don't know, but I always go to a coffee shop and I just have found that that helps me the best. I did ticketing for PTD LA in my dorm room for day 1 and it didn't work out very well. I got in like 30 minutes later. We got good seats, I can't lie. They were good seats. We were going for Barricade, but they were still good seats. We were in the 100 section, but for day 2, I had the Map of the Soul pre-sale of the pre-sale. So I had another pre-sale day, which was good. So I went back and I went to a coffee shop and I got in like that and I got Barricade seats. So just find a place where you think you will have the best Wi-Fi. Like I said, for me, I always go to a coffee shop. I just think that's my good luck charm now, knock on wood. So that's where I will be, because you want to get in as quick as possible into the queue, into the waiting room, all of the above. So the better the Wi-Fi, the faster your computer or phone will load and you will get into the line. You do not want any delays during this day. Like literally the worst thing that can happen is you pick your seats and you go to your cart and then like it's loading and loading and loading and loading and then you get the notification that they're taken. But you could have, if you had good Wi-Fi, gotten those seats. That's like the worst feeling. So don't do that. Don't be that person. So the next tip is to call your bank at least like a day before. Or you can do it the morning of, it depends on the bank obviously, but call your bank and let them know you are going to be making a expensive purchase. Because I have seen so many cases where people don't do that and they make this big purchase of like $1,000 and they go to check out and their bank card gets declined. So by the time you get all that figured out, tickets will be sold out, I'm sure. So you always want to make sure that the bank knows I am doing this on Ticketmaster. Do not block my card. So then you will be all set. So the next thing I'm going to be talking about is the waiting room. So the waiting room will open up 30 minutes prior to the release of the tickets. So what I always do is I always go to my coffee shop at least an hour. I get stressed and I like to be there at least 2 hours prior, but that is not needed. Just get there like an hour or something before, and once it hits like 20-ish minutes before that 30-minute mark for the waiting room, start refreshing. Just start refreshing, because sometimes that waiting room can open up early, sometimes it can be late, but you never know. So I just keep refreshing all the time. You want to be in that waiting line as soon as you can, because that will give you the best chances of getting in quicker. The next little trick I have is to have all your stuff copied. That means, so you'll obviously get a pre-sale code on Ticketmaster through your email, and that is what you need to get into the seating chart and to buy your tickets. So when you get in and it's your time, it'll make you type in your code, your pre-sale code. You do not want to be sitting there typing out all the letters and numbers. You want to have it copied, so all you have to do is copy, paste, and it's in. And then you can get in quick. You do not want to be typing out all those numbers, I promise you. I promise you. And the next thing you want to do for that is also have your credit card / debit card already into your Ticketmaster account, so that just like the pre-sale code, once you're in at the checkout, you do not want to be sitting there typing in your whole credit card information. Have all of that already in there, so that all you need to do is that little 3-number code. So that will help you with the fastest checkout time. Like I keep stating, quickness is the success to a good ticketing day. So that is all you want to have in your mind, is quickness, quickness, quickness. The next tip I have actually varies from person to person, but so many people ask me, like, what device is better to use if you are only doing one device? Like I said, I always recommend having multiple devices, but if you can only have one, I personally, with my experiences, have found that my phone is quicker, and it always gets in quicker than my computer. But some people also say that their computer works quicker. It all goes back to the Wi-Fi. You just need to know which one works better with the Wi-Fi. Also, you need to know which one you're more comfortable with, like using. So like, I'm more quick at zooming in on my phone and clicking around with my fingers other than using the keypad on my computer. So you need to do, like I said, quickness, quickness. You need to choose which one you are faster with your fingers at. You want to eliminate all delays, but that one is just truly up to personal preference. So the last thing I want to talk about is refreshing. So once it hits like 3 o'clock and your tickets are going on sale, everyone's like, Do I refresh? Do I not? Typically I would say no, but I do know that once like it hits 3 and like it's now 3:01 and you're still not even in the queue, you don't see your number yet, it gets very stressful. They recommend not refreshing, but I do know for some people it does work. So honestly, my opinion would be to test it out on like an earlier date that you're not going to. Get in the line and refresh and see if it helps you get in faster in the line. But if it doesn't, do not refresh, just wait it out. You will eventually get in. It doesn't truly reflect on what number you're gonna get. I have noticed from my personal experience, I don't refresh unless it gets to like 3:03 or something, because then I'm like, okay, come on, chop chop. Alright, so that is it for today's K-pop slash BTS ticketing Q&A and tips and tricks video. I really hope that you beat the queue, you beat Ticketmaster, and we secure those seats that we deserve. If this video helped you in any way, then like, share, and subscribe, and turn your post notifications on for all the concert and like comeback for BTS content. You don't want to miss any updates either. Comment down below like if you are going to be ticketing, what dates you're ticketing for, and just if you have any more questions, leave them down below and I will answer those as well. We are all in this together, even though it is a war. Good luck, stay calm, and may the ticketing gods be with you all. Bye guys!